Welcome back to part 4 of the Stanley Parable. It is now like 11, 20 something, like 23, 24, 23, 22, I don't give a fuck. Let's try to break this game now.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
What?
Is this Stanley's office?
Maybe. 427, damn straight it is. I'm gonna be running this place soon, since there's nobody else here. Manager. I like nominate myself
When
to be
Stanley
like
came to a set
CEO
of
now.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go left, then we'll fuck it up here in a minute.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
And fuck.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Dumbass. I'm walking down.
But Stanley just couldn't do
fucking
it.
DeLorean?
He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
Right, Scott!
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
I'd kick
And
him
in
in
such
the
a
balls.
competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had
Is
vanished.
there any change?
His
up there?
boss would think he was crazy.
Fuck no.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a
What
single
the
moment
fuck?
for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Uh.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
Yeah.
For example, why couldn't he see his feet
1, 2,
when he
B,
looked
4.
down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Don't play these head
No,
games with me,
Stanley said to himself,
Warlock.
this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yeah!
He yelled.
I'm high
This
as
is
hell.
all a dream.
Okay, now I'm getting freaked out.
What a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
fuck me.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
No! I'm too fat!
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield.
Oh, shit,
and it
what the-
too appeared. It was
Oh,
so
sweet.
much fun. And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't
Goddamn.
asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
That-
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Tis simply the devil.
Now the voice was describing itself being
red.
considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as has ever been in
And
his
all of a
life.
sudden, Stanley started dreaming
Now,
that he
hearing
had a
the voice
40 in
speak
his
these
hand.
words was quite a shock
And he was
to
getting
Stanley.
crunk with all the fly
After all,
hose.
he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Ah!
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of
it
the
was a
mattress on his
dream.
back, the
You
fresh air of
dumbass.
the world outside this one.
Stanley, you're dumb.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Yeah.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me
got
go
more
back
than
to my
wood.
job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
Yes.
It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job, All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
Yeah.
My
That'd be
life
nice.
is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
I am okay.
God damn it. I knew it.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh, fuck.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
I'm insane in the membrane.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Call an ambulance, you dumb bitch. I'm dead. Well, it don't matter, but, I mean, I'm dead. So I'm dead now. I guess that was not the ending. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Is it still? The clock went back. The clock went back. I remember where that fucker was. Okay. I'm starting to go crazy. I really am. Well, let's end it here again. I'll be back with part 5, I think. Something like that. So, I'll see you guys in the next epic part of this tremendous saga here of the Stanley Parable. This game's really starting to fuck with my head. Anyway, please like and subscribe for LPC Gaming for more stuff. Felt like I like to see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one now. You hear?